What if your body has been trying to tell you something vital, but you've been trained not to listen? Every flutter in your stomach, every ache that lingers, every sudden rush of warmth or tightness, it's not random. It's a message. Your body is speaking to you in a language that is older than words, but most of us were never taught how to listen. So in this episode, we're going to remember how. We are going to explore the way your body communicates intuitive truth, how to tell when there is a nudge from your higher self versus a stress response, and how to build a relationship with this incredible intelligence that lives beneath your skin. Because your body isn't just a vessel. It's not a meat suit. It is your compass. It is your translator. It is your most trustworthy guide through this lifetime. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Susan Sutherland and we are going to get you in tune with your body wisdom. This is an episode of the Remembrance Codes podcast, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. So let's start with this. The body never lies. It whispers at first with tightness in your shoulders or a quickening in your heart or a sinking in your gut. These are the first languages of your intuition. You might notice it when someone says something that doesn't sit right with you, or perhaps when an opportunity feels expansive before you can understand why. The body responds before the mind does. It's the receiver of the energy, and it is the tuning fork for truth. When you walk into a room and you feel immediately drained, that's information. When your chest expands and you feel suddenly light around a person, that's also information. When someone's presence allows you to soften, to relax, your body is signaling comfort. These sensations aren't random and they're not woo. They are part of a biological intelligence that has been honed for survival and for alignment. Your body's job is to guide you towards what nourishes you and away from what depletes you. But let's be honest, we often override that guidance. We push through the fatigue. We ignore tension. We numb pain with productivity or by popping pills to quiet the aches or the tenderness. But the body keeps speaking a little louder each time until it is heard. So how do you begin to decode what your body is saying? Start by seeing every physical sensation as data, not as problems to fix, but as messages to interpret. For example, there is a difference between intuition and fear. An intuitive nudge usually feels clear and calm and grounded, even if it is challenging your comfort zone. Fear, on the other hand, is noisy. It contracts and it rushes. There is urgency. So you can ask it by saying, is this sensation born from peace or from panic? Your body also speaks in metaphors, and the more you are in tune with this language, the quicker and clearer you can receive those messages. Your shoulders carry burdens. Your throat holds unspoken truth. The gut reflects trust and instinct. The lower back often symbolizes feeling unsupported. When you start viewing your body as a storyteller, you will realize that every ache and every sensation carries a message from your subconscious or from your soul. Mark and I were in the sauna the other night, and out of nowhere, he had this raspy voice, this old frog in the throat. And he was like, ugh, what's with my throat now? And I kind of side-eyed him, like, really? And he's like, yes, I want to know. And I was like, there's truth that needs to be spoken. He had held back words with a friend. things that needed to be spoken, and they had a lunch coming up in a couple of days. This was his body bringing forth the conversation. It was his pregame so that he could really think of what was on his heart and what needed to be said. So I just asked him if there were no consequences, if you could say anything, if whatever truth could rise through you, if nobody would be annoyed and your words would be honored, what would you say? And we had that conversation, and often that's enough to allow it to move through your body, even if it doesn't land on their ears. Because the truth is, he is not from a long line of deep communicators. They have a family of avoidance, as many of us do, where they equate being kind with not speaking truth, not unsettling others. But what actually clears the air is not by swallowing our feelings. It is by speaking what wants to be said with respect. So anyway, that night, his throat was better, and that readied him to have a great and productive conversation with his friend where they both left feeling seen and supported. But maybe you've noticed how your stomach tightens before you say yes to something you really don't want to do, or how you suddenly feel exhausted after you are with someone whose energy doesn't feel aligned. Those aren't coincidences. They are communications. So now we have identified some of the cues. Let's bring that awareness into a practice. Here are a few ways you can start tuning in more consistently. Do a daily body scan. Take 1 minute each morning or at night and close your eyes and move your awareness slowly through your body, from your head down to your toes, and ask, what sensations are here? You don't need to judge them or to change them, just notice them. This is how we begin the conversation. This is how we say to our body, hey, I've picked up the receiver. I want to listen. The next step is breath listening. Your breath will tell you the truth before your thoughts do. If your breathing shallows or is tight, your body is signaling stress and resistance. When it is deep and open, you are likely in alignment. Step 3, body journaling. Write down, today my body felt da 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 da. Describe the sensations and what was happening around them. You will begin to see patterns, how certain tasks or certain people or certain environments evoke these similar responses. That is your information. And if you are someone who tends to live in your head, this is your gentle invitation to come back into your skin again. Your body doesn't need to be controlled. It needs to be heard. The fourth piece is to move from reacting to responding. When you begin to understand your body's message, the next step is learning to respond instead of reacting. Let's say you feel a wave of tension before a conversation. Instead of ignoring it or even judging yourself for it, you pause and you breathe and you ask, what are you trying to tell me? That single moment of awareness acts as a disruptor. That single moment of awareness interrupts the autopilot. I often call it the pause, feel, act method. Pause before reacting. Feel, where does it land in your body? Act from alignment and not fear. And here's something important. Following your body's wisdom doesn't always lead to immediate ease. Sometimes your intuition will lead you toward growth, which can feel uncomfortable at first. But y'all, discomfort isn't danger. It's expansion. And even when a decision doesn't turn out how you expected, it's not failure, it's feedback. Every time you act on your intuitive knowing, you refine that internal compass. My body has been the single most important tool in my healing journey. I have learned the language to listen, and now if I have pain, I can identify what a corresponding trapped emotion would be and do the steps to release that. Or I know to ask, am I achy? Am I hurting because my body needs rest? Instead of going to the medicine cabinet to tame down these symptoms, I respect them. I know that they are asking me to listen, and my job is not to make them disappear, but to find the message that they carry. And sometimes in doing so, I get immediate relief. My soul knew that I was ready to release something. I identified it once I released it, the need for pain in my knee or something going on, a twitch in my eye. Once I have identified what the message carries, it goes away immediately. But not always. But I always trust that it's only my job to listen, that the message is there and it's my job to decode it. So I hear you, like maybe doing those 4 steps may seem silly at first. Writing at night about what you feel in your body may seem silly, but learning the language that your body speaks to you is invaluable. And it's like learning your alphabet at first. Learning the ABCs seems silly until you can put them into words, and then until those words make sentences. And so if you are not in a good listening mode with your body, it is important to start with those foundational steps, because over time, that is the foundation of trust. You'll start making choices that feel clean, like they are aligned with your energy and not influenced by guilt or by expectation. You'll speak more truthfully. You'll rest when you need to. You will say yes and no from clarity. That's embodiment. It's not about perfect posture or endless self-check-ins. It's about a partnership with the living intelligence that lives inside of you. When you stop outsourcing your knowing, your body becomes the bridge between heaven and earth, between intuition and action. So maybe today, instead of asking your mind what's next, ask your body, what do you need? Where do you feel open? What are you trying to show me? And then listen, because your body always knows, and it has been waiting for you to remember its language. Tuning into my body has allowed me to very much eat with flexibility, to know when I can have an indulgence and when I can't, to listen to my body and what it needs to be nourished with, be that food or drink or rest or sunshine, to really communicate where I stand with my boundaries, where I stand in my relationships. So this is a practice of knowing yourself in the most divine and aligned way, allowing your higher self to communicate through to you. I love to channel, but do you know how much easier it is to receive body wisdom than for every message to need to come through a pen and a paper, or when I am sitting intentionally receiving? I get to have messages all day long because I have tuned in to hear my body speak to me. So I want you to begin the practice. If it's not something you have done already, start with your ABCs, start with those 4 steps and start listening to your body. I know so many people who push through pain, not realizing that that pain had the message for them. It was inviting them into a conversation with their soul self, with their healing journey, with their physical vessel. We move through too fast without sitting and receiving what it actually offered. If this episode resonated for you, I would love for you to share a comment, one insight with some body wisdom that you've received lately. If you want to go deeper into somatic awareness and intuitive embodiment, there is a companion reflection in the Remembrance Codes collection of the Keeper's Garden. Until next time, may you walk gently with your body and trust its wisdom as sacred truth.